Hey classmates, Miss Hawk. It's that time of year again. The time of year for snowstorms outside, for amazing fireplaces. But most of all, time for book reports. Book reports on Steven Pinker's How the Mind Works. Steven Pinker is a Canadian psychologist who's won multiple wonderful awards and appraisal for his work over the years. In The Mind Works, he goes over, well, you guessed it, how the mind works. Let's get into it. In the first 100 pages or so, Steven Pinker explains how difficult it would be to create a robot that acted like a human, calling out humanity will never be able to make such a thing. Quoting on page 4, the thing about common sense is that there isn't anything common about it. Pinker then goes into further detail of how no robot will ever be able to act completely like a human. Or will it? The fact of the matter is, How the Mind Works was released in 1997, way before the recent breakthroughs in artificial intelligence. While back then there was certainly no mechanical monstrosity capable of such a thing, in 2023, it's a whole different story. In fact, websites like ChatGPT contain artificial intelligence capable of long, lifelike conversations, begging the question, can these things feel? Steven Pinker suggests not saying that a machine only does anything it does because of the code that runs through it. This is a good segue into the next chapter, as this quote poses the question, are humans any different? The second half of the book questions if humans have any real free will, or if everything anyone does is simply some instinctual reaction. It's important to note that Steven Pinker denies the idea of a god or some other form of a higher being. He quotes William Shakespeare's Julius Caesar with this line, "The fault, dear Brute, is not in our stars, but in ourselves, that we are underlings." This is a statement made by Cassius, a character in the play who greatly struggles with the concept of free will. With this quote, he's explaining to Brutus that their fates have nothing to do with any superstitious matters, but rather their own actions. How the Mind Works attempts to explain so much and unlock many new ideas for the reader. Because of this, the overarching theme takes a little long to explain. But hey, let's get into it. The human mind is quite like a machine, with different parts that serve different jobs, all to come together in order to make a functioning being. Just like a machine, the brain follows specific protocol, the genes in a human body compelling one to do what he or she will. This comparison between human minds and machines is made over and over again throughout the book, the repetition clearly marking the idea as important. All in all, How the Mind Works is an amazing book that shows an entirely new perspective on how we function. I recommend those interested in the field of psychology to check it out. Fair warning though, this book is so difficult to read, like every page I was looking up a word. Oh my gosh. I mean, see ya though. Hope you enjoyed the report. It's pretty sunny outside.